There it is. But anyway, okay, but back to the law. What would we like to see with the...
Nothing. And if there's a distinct writing change, drag him in for please explain.
Yeah, I think if you're a back marker going forward and you're a leader going back, big change, but I don't think we need to be knowing, like...
We don't need...
You can be reactive rather than proactive.
Yeah, I think...
Cameron Smith's going to captain Australia to play New Zealand. Do you think he's going to go meet with the rest beforehand and tell him what he's going to do on the fifth tackle option?
I was going to use that analogy. Exactly.
Well,
does Andrew Johns have to tell the referee what he's going to do? Yeah.
Who does that?
22 minutes
sport?
in if I'm in this position.
Fucking just train your filthy horses, collect your checks, and leave us punters alone. But the worst thing is they think they're helping us.
Yeah, I know.
And they're not, Mark. They're just jamming us. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And I'm so offside with it all. And then, of course, I do me balls in the race. I explode like a mug, screaming at Dillett, filthy Radley. Ask him a proper question, you fucking jerk. And even though I like Greg.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, Mark, that's what they exactly started off with the questioning too. Rod's come on and gone, oh, this is no good. And Radley's first question was, to Waller, was, you'd change your tactics. What are you got to say? And Glenn's there yelling about 30 seconds after he's asking, ask him about the fucking tactic change.
You couldn't hear him, could you?
I couldn't hear him, but I was fucking...
He already had.
I wanted to swan dive off the top and jump on Chris Waller and fucking... Like, it just makes you sick.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've got no more room up the rectum. I'm chock-a-block, Mark. You ever been chock-a-block? You live around here, you've been chock-a-block plenty of times. I can't take it much.
All right.
Thanks for getting me
off to a good start.
Yeah, thanks, Dal.
No worries, beautiful. All right, Mark, the track. Now...
Fucked if I know.
But what was it?
Well, but was
it a bog?
Exactly what we predicted, though.
Was it a heavy 9 come fast 1?
Yeah,
so what was it?
All I know is that if they went along,
yes,
and they got in configuration,
yes,
the inside was fine. If they didn't go along, then you had to bunch up and get to the outside. It was Weirdsville.
It was Weirdsville, and I went there marking Danish Twist favourite, and of course I marked Better Not Blue 10-1. So what do you do when you get out there? I'm unloading on Better Not Blue at $5.50. I've laid Danish Twist at $4.75, and there's Gun from the inside marble to the outside marble in 100 yards. One of the greatest rides I've ever seen, but just to stick it right into Pollock.
That's right. And there's Better Not Blue getting crowded on the outside fence.
Yeah, checked on the outside fence.
Checked on the outside fence.
Yeah.
Another one for the Glen stuff.
Another one. My record with me and Gun at the moment.
Gun's coming behind too. Chris said to Gun, give us a hand behind him.
Yeah. Gun's chock-a-block, and now I've got Waller pushing Gun. Thank God he's a jockey. But what about, they tell me it's all right down there, Gun.
The race before that, they all got to the outside, but it was Furness that sat behind Sweet Serendipity.
Yes.
And Ins and Out sat behind Furnaces, and Curo sat behind Ins and Outs. They were on the inside. They were the inside lane, and they just went.
Yeah. So it's not really going forward. It's hard to do the format of the race.
Oh yeah, and also too, where does it belong? I suppose it belongs at Scone a little bit.
Goes to Scone.
Yeah.
It goes to Scone for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you do with it. I think going forward you've got to really concentrate on the SP profile from this meeting and not worry too much about where they ran 8th.
Mm. Yeah, well, because it's strange. Like, one thing I'll say about the Hawkesbury Times, out of all of the city or provincial tracks, I'm pretty certain that they're the least accurate official times.
Yeah. Well, they've got Danish Twist running the fastest, 1300. It is in fact run not half a second faster than Nancy, but in fact a quarter of a second slower.
Yeah, so they can have having second variations from when the actual correct time is posted isn't uncommon.
Amazingly, the manual time, race 1, was quite accurate.
Nearest the pin, was it?
Almost.
The race is another issue, isn't it? Now, those times are going to be in the form guides as official times forever.
Yeah, well, look,
and we now know we've got the technology and the people like Vince and other people doing it to say they're wrong, and they're not. People bet off these things, and these are
like half a second out.
No, some are 3/4 of a second out.
Yeah,
and some are.
But the thing is, Glenn, if you've got a race that's 3/4 of a second slow, and another one 3/4 of a second fast, and you're lining that form up, that's 9 lengths difference because one slow. Yeah, I mean,
I know what it is. I know how important it is on my form. Just looking.
So you're wondering how that can be?
Well, how can it be? It's clock.
But apparently the clock is about maintenance. The electronic timing. I've asked Vince about this. How can it be that these are wrong?
Well, so drastically.
I mean, if they were 0.01 out, I'd think fair enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's the thing. So the same technology times Randwick last Monday, and every race It was 0.0 something. It was all like, you know, they matched up completely. And the same technology goes to Hawkesbury and finds that the Hawkesbury times are well out.
Oh, I don't know. It's like.
But the Hawkesbury times are always like that.
Yeah.
We've got to go to Hawkesbury on Saturdays, and the reason we have to go is for the success of it every week, because every time you turn on Filthy Dirty Racing Retro TV about the over 10,000 crowd there, I thought it was about 4,000 there, didn't you?
Well,
how was there 10,000?
They count legs.
Well, how was there 10,000?
There
was 1,000 in the ring. There was 1,000 out the front of the lawn.
It was pretty comfortable, wasn't it?
Right, there was 1,000 out the lawn.
It wasn't like it was...
No, I'll tell you that. 1,000 on the lawn. I went and counted them, right? 1,000 in the ring, right? A couple of hundred in the members. Old mate up the top hill there, that thing. Maybe 800. Function in the back 400. 1 and 1 is 2. 8, 12, 32, 33, 34. If there's 3,500.
No, I don't care. I'll let if Fletch wants to get away with it and do that,
Okay,
I'd say.
I can bag it now. He's gone, Fletch. He's gone. He's emptied his desk Friday.
What about if you want to go to the?
He's gone.
He has given you any time you want to go to the footy in Penrith. He's given you that. What are you?
Oh, I've been really taking it up. Fucking Penrith. I wouldn't go there for a bet. Big hello to all the people about Penrith.
Our demographics have just dropped. Yeah, there it is.
But like, there's not 10,000. So everything that's told you in racing is just no one gives a fuck. It's all a lie.
Anyway, what did you make of it? We were 11 or 12 years into the standalone stuff, and personally, I think I know a lot of people criticise the track, but it wasn't much different to what we forecast anyway, so it was fine by me.
It was a dog's breakfast.
Well, but that's
but
how we
as far as the
forecast it.
betting meeting, it was probably a pretty good betting meeting. I mean, it's hard to argue with that meeting.
It was
Well, put it this way, I much enjoyed playing with that meeting than I did the Roadsaw the week before, which was basically a midweek meeting.
I think that's a fair comment.
And if we don't have that meeting, we're just going to have the continuation of the same glorified midweek meeting on a Saturday, aren't we? And then that leads into Scone, and I'm not overly thrilled with Scone having a
Here's an
standalone.
idea. What about don't have Hawkesbury Days go and have 2 Saturdays off?
Oh, there you go.
Give us all a break.
Jesus, old Glenn, you'd go to Papua New Guinea for a meeting or something.
It's the same deal as it's the same deal as the change of tactics.
Yeah, what is it?
You don't have to go. You don't have to listen. We're all going, oh, make us do this.
Yeah, but Glenn's mind doesn't think like that.
Make us do this.
I heard Glenn say to somebody, he said, I just needed time off because I just wasn't going good. But Glenn said, what about if that 10 weeks you had off was the best 10 weeks you were ever going to have?
I know. I
know.
He wants there to be no racing, so there's no chance of that.
I know. I'm a very, very disappointing person. I know exactly who I am, but I've got massive issues. I can't help it. Fucking Chris Moore and those riding. Fucking.
So back to Hawkesbury. The betting in Hawkesbury's pretty low key, isn't it? You know, there's only Dr. Nick, Sean Kingsley. They don't see.
Sean Kings don't seem to be betting that much. Sean's not betting at all. Well, it doesn't seem to be.
Well, he's not betting on course.
Not betting on course. Kingsley's, he didn't do much on Saturday. There was Dr. Nick was betting, but not that much. Was Fletcher's bloke betting? Speaking of Fletcher's bloke, one of his good friends and helps him with work, Craig, has been very unwell, so all the best to Craig. I hope he gets well. Did you know he's been no good?
Well, he didn't look well, so...
He's really unwell, so he's in hospital. I hope he gets better soon. And then there's me, who doesn't even count anymore, because I don't even hardly have a bet. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good on punting.
But, you know, there were some good goes, weren't there? I mean, Noble Joe was very well backed. Hippoparchus was well backed.
Solid.
Furnaces was very well backed.
Yeah,
very well backed.
Nancy was very well backed.
Yeah, solid as.
Well, that just... As we
That's
said,
just a stick, you know.
hang on. Well, Peter Snowden, we haven't quite got this Glen's ass yet.
It's not funny now.
Actually, bring Pete and Paul.
Oh, people know what I'm talking about.
That'll help with the hook up behind the heads. We need a double.
People know what I'm talking about, okay?
And then Macintosh was very well backed.
Macintosh was very well backed. It was off the map.
It had the potential of doing that, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
no argument.
If Macintosh was
Trafalgar was just going to go, whit.
Was there any inquiry into the last race on the betting on the winner, the stablemate, and the riding tactics? Is there an inquiry, or is the green light just stay green forever?
Let's say the winner draws 12 with Brendan Abdullah, the stablemate draws 1 with Rory Hutchings. Do you need an inquiry?
We forecast it.
I understand there's nothing in inquiry. It's the green light. All right, if they're both trained by Jimmy Lee, is there an inquiry?
Yeah, because Timmy's not caught.
Thank you. All right, okay. All right, so we'll talk about Macintosh, Mark. Did it do anything? Or any? No.
It didn't do much,
but it did a good job. That was a hopeless race.
Yeah, it's a hopeless race.
And it is a horse that has got some. I mean, its New Zealand form isn't hopeless. What it did in the Randwick Guineas wasn't too bad considering how fast they went. Change of stable, Chris Waller. After the race, it looked very obvious.
Yeah. Well, and it was sort of semi-obvious before the race. You know, we were saying, you know, he hasn't had a trial, and you're going, well, you know, it's because he left his ass on the Randwick Guineas racetrack and all that sort of
Well,
stuff.
if the money came for it, it was the horse you wanted to be on, wasn't it? I think that was the point of that.
Yeah, but when the money comes from, by the time the money gets on,
you've
missed the boat and you don't want to be on it because it's going to go back.
All right, okay.
Yeah, but Dallas is really referring that to, like, if it looks good in the mounting yard sort of thing. That's that. You know, he's looking for a confirmation, which is what you guys usually do, waiting for what they look like.
Yeah, exactly. But I think with
Different
McIntosh,
sort of confirmation.
I thought the most important thing was a betting move, and I would have rather, I was preferred to take $5 McIntosh when it came than take $6 or $7 and then watch it go out.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the ultimate question there is repricing after the race. Is it $4.60 or shorter, Mark?
Who, the winner?
The winner.
5 to 2.
It's 5 to 2.
Yeah, so in other words, $4.60 wasn't a bad price to take.
No. I didn't see 460 at the finish. Did you see it? I thought they were taking 420.
Yeah.
It was off the map.
It was shorter than 460, yeah. That's
Anyway, can we not talk about the whole show?
No, that's all right. Okay, spill the beans, Glenn.
Well, it did a great job. Went bang straight to the lead. Looked a leading chance. Slight distance query. What's a distance query? A distance query. And but he just sucked in front.
Golden switch.
T. Clark's a sensational that position. You know, like
What does Tim Clark need to do? I mean, he's to get to that next level.
he doesn't want to get to the next level. He's just happy where he is. I think he's
You
just
reckon?
happy in that spot.
Yeah.
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
I'd say he makes a good living.
Yeah.
A great living, and he not everyone wants to be like.
Yeah. I suppose you forget he would have gone over to Hong Kong and just filled right up.
Fucking, he drives around in a Mini for Christ's sake. He doesn't need a lot of money. He's a fucking Mini. He's trying to save on petrol.
I like
he
him.
has 600,000 and he's trying to save $10 a Bowser. I'm fucking fly blown and I fill up on an expensive day because no bastards there. And the bloke says, you got a shopper doc. I say, mate, I nearly punched the bloke who invariably is from another continent. It fucking drives me mental. So let's not talk about T. Clark and his fucking Mini Minor.
Right, so let's
I didn't think I was. I was
I fucking, you got me the shits now, Dallas.
Anyway,
good.
look, the favourite was Legless there.
Hand
was.
fast?
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
are you talking after the race or before the race?
No, after the race.
Yeah, well, as it's turned out.
Yeah.
But there's two J-Max, isn't there?
No,
There's the J-Mac that the money
there's-
goes on, and there's the J-Mac when the money stays where it is.
Yeah, but isn't that a function of, this is O'Shea, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth up,
Yep.
already had the blinkers on, it's
Yeah.
like already come back in distance.
But we're talking
like-
after the race.
No, I know we're talking
Prior to the
after
race, I tipped it a good thing. Every person who spoke in the morning thought this is to get the
Yeah,
job
we
done.
thought it was
It'll just
good
race away. Everybody that priced it short.
Off
There it
one run,
was.
off one.
There-
There it was. So, but
We
again,
all priced it off
and
about
also
off one run.
the suspect Randwick form, which we said was a
Yeah,
worry, and we're
that's
too
it.
stupid enough to follow our own advice because we're jammed and C. Waller doesn't help us.
So, in other
No,
words,
but can we talk about the blue colours?
Can I just cut in there? So, Tim Clark is going to stay where he is because he drives a Mini Minor.
He loves driving a Mini Minor.
So he's not going to go anywhere. And what was it? That was the next point there about? He's made something. I don't know.
I can't remember.
No,
J-Mac, not bad.
no. The reason we backed Handfast was because of Chris Waller.
I didn't say that. Anyway, keep going. So what are you saying about blue colours? What are you saying about blue colours? Because they're important the next few weeks.
There's a narrow window. It's sort of fresh or very early in the
Yeah, I agree with
preparation
that.
or
Yeah.
freshen up back in distance. Or it's like,
There's definitely something to see there. I agree with that comment.
like I watched Unbiased race away from them last Wednesday going,
How are you ever going to get beat again?
like, he just tailed them.
They fucking smashed them. And you get a horse in at Wyong won the last race the other day, which is a borderline champion.
Yeah, what's its
It's
name?
going to Scone.
Yeah,
It's called
yeah.
Torpenhow or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's not just a good horse.
Yeah.
It is a champion. Like
Yeah.
he pulled in front, going, fucking, oh, and there was T. Clark, diddle-um. He'll go to Scone, I don't care what, they can put it in the Scone Cox plate, it'll win by 6.
But it'll be third run in. Like,
And it'll be $1.90. And I'll be backing it. It's a fucking champion.
all right, but so
And
you're
the
saying,
same
you're saying that
unbiased-
the blue colours doesn't apply to that.
I don't know, well, it's only third run. But I understand what you're saying. It's
So your point, Mark, is that with the blue colours, you
we've
only...
seen them year in year out now not get to the grand final.
Oh,
you were the
absolutely.
first, I think, to
Yeah,
really
Dal-
bring it up.
Dal was-
Yeah.
He was the first to grab it by the balls, and I think there's a lot of profit in it.
So, you,
That's what this Puntersshowpt
so
is all about.
stripping that theory back, you're saying is regardless if it's a grand final or not, that we should only be interested in blue colours for 1, maybe 2 runs of prep, and that is it. Wherever
Certainly,
they're at.
I think what Mark said, like getting into that hay and fast part of the prep, that 5th run, like unbiased looks like it like, did you watch it win?
I saw it win.
It just fucking went. But it was off the map, and it was
Perfect J-Mac. Perfect
J-Mac off the map.
J-Mac. All of us are on.
Yeah.
J-Mac.
Yeah.
We're not betting J-Mac.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's ever dead. He's not. But there's fucking 2 of him.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah,
I
that's
talked to him all the time in
absolutely.
Coogee.
Yeah.
I told him all the time in Coogee. He's a fucking split personality. I'm telling you.
Is he? Oh, he's in life.
Friendly J-Mac? No, I don't want to talk to J-Mac. Friendly J-Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking like...
Do you reckon that's inversely proportional for the times that you might have given him a rap on the show and then the weeks you bagged him?
Oh, I don't think I've ever bagged him.
So just the case in point, if you see him this week in Coogee and he brushes you and you said...
I can't work him out. He's a fucking tricky little fella. He's a freak.
Speaking of tricky, in the mares race, which Nancy, who we were all
Nancy.
tired of, and was
grade so much better.
duly heavily backed. Well, maybe
Yep.
she likes Hawkesbury. I mean, there was much mention of the fact that she'd done so well in her first race start at Hawkesbury.
Yeah.
And it could have something to do with it. But there were the blue colours that were opening favourite, weren't they?
Oh,
For 2?
geez, that was well white, wasn't it?
Blue colours, I took $11 off Leo Lewin at the jump. Well, interestingly, that was RaceNet. That was one of RaceNet's feature race. You know, they look at a particular race.
Yeah.
And RaceNet ratings spokesman Cameron Happ. I don't know who Cameron is. Do you know who Cameron?
No,
He says, well, we don't like this favourite. And I looked down at the list of ratings, and they'd rated for 2 last.
Really? Finished last. Well done. 20 lengths.
20.2 lengths. Big load of RaceNet ratings. Well done.
Jeez. But, okay, there's a little bit more to it than
You
that.
must look at a lot of things to even notice the RaceNet ratings.
I was stuck somewhere on Friday.
So, what are we saying about Fatu? I mean, was there something in the Stewart's report about it?
There's something wrong with it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but the betting suggested there might have been as well too.
Yeah.
Again, is there an inquiry into that?
Yeah, but everyone I spoke to also thought that we would be $11.
Fucking how's there inquiries into anything?
Yeah.
You're counting whip strikes.
Yeah, that's right.
The Stewart's reports are terrible these days.
Well, they do. There is mail. I think.
There's not enough staff.
Well, they do say that they look into a lot more than what they actually write.
Every second steward
But-
looks like he's on fucking school. What's that thing? When
Work
you go-
experience.
Your work experience.
But
Fucking little old mate says hi.
yeah,
One of them.
Yeah, well, there is the thought that I believe that they look at a lot more than we're told in the Stewart's report. But I would think that then we would much rather see if there has been an inquiry into Fatu. I mean, there might well have been, but just using that as a case in point, if not, rather than reading that Taylor Marshall has been fined $50 for hitting the horse one too many times. You know, that doesn't affect us.
No.
But something like that does.
No.
I mean, the horse.
Vexatious.
Put it this way: the betting said there's something wrong with that horse, and the horse has something.
Well, it didn't say
going on.
something wrong with it.
It was
It's
just hated, Mark.
Well, it's just it was they were looking elsewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, so Nancy, what are we
A couple
saying?
of runs out of that race, I did notice. Just quickly.
It was so hard for the back half of the race to get into
Yeah,
the
I know.
race.
There was something that grabbed my eye there. What's that was in there? No, it wasn't. Must be another race. Don't worry. Little Grand Ponte did a good job on Saturday. Just bumping inside there.
Well, but also very, very sneakily backed.
Very well backed. Rated. Great.
Well, I mean, but that's what you'd expect of Grand Punto. It just didn't. These 3 runs back didn't look like that. Or 2 runs back or whatever.
Moving to the 2-year-olds, boys.
Well, there's another J Mac. There's no money for Radcliffe, and he PR'd it,
J Mac.
and it was
It's
just
a
like
fucking freak. I'm telling you.
it had the perfect run, Radcliffe, and
He's got more X's than T. Clark. He's got the big blue beamer he drives around. He's got the big blue beamer with 8 Sheilas hanging out of it and me yelling at him. T. Clark gets around the Mini with a golf hat on.
With you yelling at him.
But the
Trying
other,
to think he looks like a normal human being because he drives a car, so when you put a jockey in a Mini, they look like a normal person. The ratio looks
He'd
right.
almost be one of the jockeys you get on best with, though, too.
I like
Clark.
T. Clark.
Yeah.
He's a nice man.
Yeah.
He always backs me because he loves DRG. He says to me all the time,
DRG.
Death Road Glen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he does, yeah.
Yeah, I loves it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to DRG. Just loves it.
With these 2-year-olds, we've seen both unraced horses 1-2. Hasn't been a stellar year for 2-year-olds, and often that's the case when we get into the almost 3-year-old year. We see a lot of first uppers start dominate, or the new horses on the scene. I think we sort of saw that last year. Is it possibly a precursor of things to come, Mark Wimborne?
Well, it's so hard to get a 2-year-old, early season 2-year-old race. I mean, you go back 20 years and 30 years and they've had 6 starts by Christmas. And now it's like you're lucky to have a start by the time you turn 3.
And talking about by the time you turn 3, be punters, you guys to be very aware. We had our first one last week, last Thursday at Hawkesbury. $2.50, $2.80, 2 hopes. One of them was a 2-year-old racing the older horses. The older horse won. So be wary backing those 2-year-olds against the older horses, especially when they're hard in the market. In fact, they got a.
Oh, that was at Wyong with Angela Davies v Chris Lees.
Yeah. And they're not going to be far off being early season 3-year-olds, and we saw it took a long time for the 3-year-old form to catch up last year.
Sometimes the early 3-year-olds, they're still 2-year-olds. They're babies.
Yeah, that's right.
They're dead set babies, and they get thrown into maidens, and we think they've got good form, and they've got good pace. Fucking, they don't get to the bend.
Yeah.
They're good to. They're good to be against.
Especially when the form thread doesn't look all that strong. And just to wrap,
what's the story with the Hawks 2-year-olds? Why are they going so
the
well?
last week, or
I don't know.
Of similar type trials too, Mark.
Legerity
I know.
ran out of its skin, and then
Redoubtable or something, or Redoubtable.
Redouble just stuck his neck right out there,
and then so did this one.
And then Swear,
last on the bend, round the back, kind of going nowhere,
but they're probably,
and then peeled out and did the job.
I know that one was a $750,000 horse. They're probably high price.
It was.
They're all. It's a Red House choice. They're all grouse.
I know, but they're all stepping up.
But years gone by, they didn't step up like this.
No, fair. And also sort of similar profiles, Mark. Not really doing much at the trials.
No.
Just not really giving themselves up.
I went seriously looking for that horse on Saturday, and the best of it was 20s. But I thought, they'll be interested in this horse because they've been going so well.
It looked like it paraded okay on the TV.
Yeah, nice horse.
Yeah, nice horse. Fair enough. All right, and just finishing up the stayers. That was a good little race to watch, wasn't it? With Gunn versus J Mac
and Chris Waller versus Blue Colours. It's like.
Yeah.
Right, but I don't know,
well, but Duke was 1,500 to 2,000 second.
1,600.
Yeah.
Plus
500 metres,
It would be a 4,000 metre horse overseas.
Yeah, but I think just brilliantly ridden by Gunn, sitting where he did, pulling out. I mean, Loving Home is going to win the race at the 300 for a second, and the rest of them kind of don't count, do they? They're all just like there they are. The Red did quite a good job on the inside for a horse that I thought would have been $1 million to 1 of them.
I think John Walder actually tipped at the place, and I suggested backing at the place, and he said it's great that you get carved up by Thunder Lady in front. Yeah, there's another little. What was that all about?
Well, she's a Group 2 winner.
Yeah.
She's won one race, the poor little bugger.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the end of part 1. It's been pretty exciting.
Thank you.